Yo, what's good, YouTube? Pop my collar on these niggas, you feel me? Your boy Flames back in the motherfucking building, G. Now today we're gonna get into some relationship talk. This topic here, I feel like is a very important topic about relationship. And I think it's not really talked about as much, especially from the man's perspective, from the man's side. When you're in a relationship with a woman, it is very important that you are in touch with your emotions and you can be somewhat vulnerable with her. Now, I'm not saying that, oh, you a bitch or something because you in touch with your emotions. Like, you have to be in touch with your feminine energy to make your partner feel like they have a safe space to express their feelings and their emotions to you. Now, I think that people in like the relationship space and stuff on social media, I think they get that misconstrued that when they talk about being masculine, it's like, I'm hard. I'm this. I can't tell you nobody. I don't want to talk about my feelings. Like, bro, Like, they have that stigma. Like, that's how masculine, like, bro, being masculine should be. Nothing wrong with keeping your masculine frame. You feel me? That's what you should do. But when it comes to your lady G, you have to have some type of emotional intelligence and some emotional connection with your woman in order for your relationship to be successful. I'm gonna give y'all a little backstory now. I've had to learn this being in a relationship for sure. I had to learn this, that it's important to not conceal and not hide your emotions and hide your feelings about anything that is bothering you and that could be detrimental to your relationship. It's important to express how you feeling in that moment, and if something is rubbing you the wrong way, it's important to express that. And I'm still working on that. I'm working on that to this day because no relationship is perfect. We all get into stuff. We all get into little back and forths and banter here and banter there. That just comes with the territory. That's just part of being in a relationship. But it is important to nip that stuff in the bud. And I'm telling this to me as well, not even just y'all, just me. It's important to nip that stuff in the bud because that just brings in a lot of negative energy, bro, into your relationship. And then that shit just rubs off, and then it goes to them, and then it goes to, you have kids, it goes to your kids, it goes to your dogs, it goes to all, because you're having that negative energy towards whatever happened, whether y'all fighting or she did something that you ain't like or vice versa. You having that energy still being there, and it's important to cleanse that and to let it go and to express how you feel in that moment in order to bring the positive flow of energy back into your life and back into your relationship. The reason that I've struggled with it a little bit here and there, I think it just, it comes back to childhood. Like, it's shit that done happened like when I was younger, which I would get into in more videos and stuff like that. More y'all stick around on this channel, the more y'all gonna get me. You feel me? This is all me. But just stuff that happened in my childhood, whether it's something rubbed me the wrong way or something that somebody did to me the wrong way, I felt like I had to, conceal my feelings and just to just hold on to them. And I didn't know how to properly express my feelings. Like, something was happening to me and I didn't like it per se, I would just hold it. I'm like, just tough through it, just keep tough through it. Like, bro, that thing as a man, like, you gotta take that shit on the chin, bro. I'm not saying you gotta be out here crying and big old sob stories and I hate life, all this shit. I'm not saying have that victim mentality and be like that. I'm saying that it's a certain way that you should go about handling your feelings and stuff that was happening to you. When I was a kid, bro, I didn't understand that. I didn't have that. That's part of like childhood trauma, you feel me? So I didn't have that knowledge of how to express my feelings in a proper way. So when shit happened to me, I just took it how I felt on the chin. I'm like, it's all right. It's all right. It is what it is. That is what it is. It's a cool attitude to have. But yo, when something really bothers you, bro, it's just boom, builds up, and to the point you're being enraged, you're getting irritated, then you just explode, bro. You just start going off, and that's what happened to me when I was younger. Like with my mom and shit, and she's like, well, why you didn't tell me that this bothered you and this, that, and the third? Like, it just stems from, it could stem from your childhood like it did for me. But you have to provide that safe space to your partner That is a key to having a successful relationship, a big key that gets overlooked in the relationship talk. Yeah, it's cool talking about the texting and you know, the women and the dating and stuff like that. But when you get into a relationship, bro, it's a whole different ball game, nigga. It's a whole different ball game, G. You're not only accountable for yourself now, you're accountable for somebody else. And that also means being accountable for their feelings and stuff as well. So if your partner is not feeling the best, is not in the best mood, the best thing to do is to have a conversation and sit there and talk about it and not be judgmental. And I'm telling this, like I said, I'm telling this to myself and to y'all as well. It's a learning process. It's a work every day. We don't just work on ourselves. If we got people in our lives, we work with them too. We still work on ourselves so we can be better for them as well. That's part of being in a relationship, bro. There's nothing wrong with being emotional. There's nothing, not emotional, but talking about your emotions. Because there's a difference between being emotional and talking about your emotions. Being emotional is, you know, crying and being upset about everything that happens and wearing your heart on your sleeve, as they would per se. That's being emotional. Talking about your emotions, being self-aware when you feel a certain way about something, bro. And sometimes you just gotta let it go. Let it fly, bro. Like, say if you got kids and, like, I have a daughter. So say if my daughter, she's 2, bro. Like, say if she spills something on the floor. Like, you have to check your temperature, bro. You like, okay, not even spill something. Say she broke my Xbox, bro. Say she broke my Xbox. I'm going deeper. Say she broke my Xbox. Like, she damn spilled some juice on it or something. Hey, you gotta check the temperature. You know, you gotta, discipline her as well. But you have to have that acknowledgement. Like, okay, something has happened. Once you start being aware of your emotions, you can you can learn how to handle them way better. So now when something happens to me, this is what I do. I'm like, okay, I can acknowledge that I'm irritated and I'm pissed off. I'm acknowledging that, right? I'm acknowledging that she did something that to my disliking. But I also, then it's like, okay, you discipline her and then you're like, okay, you gotta let it go. You take the breath, you're like, and then it's like, okay, you think about like the positives, like, bro, she's just 2. She's 2. She's gonna get into shit. I can get another Xbox, you know what I'm saying? But I can't get another daughter, you feel me? That's how you gotta look at certain shit. Like, when your emotions, you're like, certain shit is just not even worth being upset and getting into. Because I could have just, I could have been like this. I could have been pissed off, yelling, trashing everything. I could yell at her, tell her to go sit down, go in her room, and this, that, and third, and punish her, and just be very spiteful towards her because she broke my Xbox. But it's like, bro, it's just a game, bro. Like, yeah, it sucks that it got messed up, but it's replaceable. But quality time and you having your daughter and stuff, that shit is not replaceable. So you just gotta look at shit like that. Like, look at shit like that. Okay, now I'm gonna use another example. So say me and my girl, we're getting into an argument. And then it starts off about one thing. And it's like, whenever you stay in that mode and have that tension, it kind of happened yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. And sometimes you just need a minute too. I'm gonna get into that as well. But something happens. Y'all arguing this, that, and the third. Sometimes you just gotta split. Not even not split like break up. But sometimes you go in the living room, she in her room, you doing whatever. Sometimes you don't need to say anything, depending on how bad it was. Like, sometimes you just need a moment to let shit breathe. You feel me? And then once you have a clear mindset, because the thing is, you don't want to keep going. That's what I try not to fall into. That's what we try not to fall into, is to keep going. Keep on going. Keep on being mad. Because then you get mad. You start off mad about one thing. Then you get mad about something else. Then you get mad about something else. Then you get mad about bigger shit. And the shit that don't even matter anymore. And shit that happened years and months ago, you start getting mad about. Like, you have to learn how to nip this shit in the bud, bro. It's gonna save your relationship, dog. It's gonna really help you out. You have to learn how to nip your shit in the bud, put your ego to the side, and admit that you was wrong and that you're sorry. That's what I gotta do. That's what I'm working on. You feel me? Like if something happens, I'm like, we take our minute to break away. We like, I just don't be saying nothing. And I let it go. I'm like, no, start back talking to her. Start like, you know, and then I'm like, if I fucked up, I'm like, hey, I fucked up, I'm sorry. And vice versa. Or even if neither one of us did anything wrong, like just be like, I'm sorry for it even getting to that level. You feel me? You have to put your pride and your ego to the side in a relationship. You having an ego like, oh, I'm a man, bro. I don't need to apologize. I ain't do nothing wrong. It's her. Da. That's your ego. You're being in your ego, bro. You have to put that to the side. There's nothing wrong with being the bigger person, bro. Bro, it's different if you really didn't do anything wrong. And if she did something wrong, I'm pretty sure that she would acknowledge that she's wrong and that she's sorry. And if she doesn't, then you're not with the right girl. If your girl messed up and she's not saying that, then she's trying to make it seem like you messed up, you're being manipulated, and you're with the wrong girl. Yeah, bro, don't let the internet fool you thinking you gotta be hard all the time, even when you're around your girl. Like, it's about duality, bro. It's about yin and yang. You light and dark, masculine, feminine. It all intertwines. You have to be skilled in both in order for shit to work. Because, you know, your woman is your safe space, G. Your partner is your safe space. You have a hard day at work. You and your masculine, you know what I'm saying? You have a hard day at work and you're working hard and you put in 10 hours, you put in 8 hours a day at work. It's you being in your masculine. So when you come home and you still in that, you gotta connect with your feminine energy. You gotta connect with your emotions, and you gotta take yourself out of that masculine mind frame and put yourself like, okay, now it's time for love. Now it's time for peace. You feel me? Because now I'm with my lady. Now, in my case, I'm with my child. So like, I'm not at work no more. I can relax. I can vibe. I can chill. You feel me? I can be happy. It's important to have emotional intelligence with your woman, G, because I'm gonna be real with you. If you're not checking all the boxes with your woman, bro, physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional, if you lacking one of those, bro, let's say you lacking the emotional, she could possibly be wanting to leave you because she feel like you don't never talk about your feelings. And I'm just being real with you. She doesn't feel like you're a safe space for her to talk about her emotions with. So you know what she's gonna do? She's gonna leave you, or she's gonna be looking somewhere else to get that emotional support from. You feel me? And that's where, you know, the infidelity and shit comes into play. So you gotta make sure you check all the boxes when it comes to your woman, my G. And yeah, that's it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you're new. You already know what to do. Follow me on IG at YoIsFlames. And we out, bruh. Peace.